Mhm. This is rock shelter number 8. Rock shelter number 8. And this is a bit of description. The shelter has a main chamber and a small cell on the west face of the rock. The big chamber is closed from two sides, having very less height. The ceiling is richly painted, related to historical period, and is faded due to passage of time. These paintings include bands of armor-clad soldiers and cavaliers in stylized forms. In the calling of the shelter, selling of the shelter, there are some well-preserved paintings in white and red ochre pigment. The white color paintings appear to be earlier, as some parts of the ochre color painted are found overlapping them. Let's see. Just look at this, the shelter that used to be utilized for the prehistoric man. These are the cave shelters. This is rock shelter number 9. This is rock shelter number 9. And as you can see, these absolutely magnificent rocks placed upon one upon the other without any support. Without any support. And that is the most surprising aspect of these structures. This is shelter number 10. This is shelter number 10. The department people doing something, so we will not go to that side. One has read about these rock shelters in the school textbooks, even of standard 4 and 5th. These are part of our civilizational history and form a very, very important portion of how human beings have developed and how they have learned to live with the forces of nature, at the same time ensured their own survival, making friends with the different aspects of nature, the rocks, the forest, the trees, everything put together. As we are walking towards the rock shelter number 12, we'll take a short photograph of the details, and these are the details. It says this shelter has paintings of different types of animals. In the one side, a buffalo with large horns is painted, And on the right is a depiction of galloping nilgais, which is very interesting. And then we have the paintings of 4 fleeing cheetal in a vertical row, depicted as if they are diving down from an elevated cliff. Here, the painter has used a particular morphology of rock as the background to the paintings, so as to convey the meaning of the art, in a more effective style. Wonderful. So, this is rock shelter number 12. Wonderful. And as we are moving towards the shelter number 15, we are going down. And they have created certain stairs put very, very precariously. And I'm sure great effort must have gone behind putting all these rocks and everything together so as to make this entire area visitable, so that others also get to come to this place and see the raw magnificence and absolute grandeur of this entire area. As we are moving towards rock shelter number 12, these are some descriptions. One says Boar Rock. And the description of rock shelter number 15, Boar Rock. This mushroom-shaped giant rock is famous for a large silhouetted figure of a boar-like animal, which is painted at a height of 9.85 meters from the ground. This is shelter number 12. Absolutely marvelous. Absolutely marvelous. You can see and keep on wondering as to how forces of nature have put these things together, and yet at the same time maintained a very, very precarious balance to hold them at their places, which is absolutely incredible. That's the word. Incredible is the word. And one has to actually see these pictures from one's own naked eyes in order to believe their absolute grandeur and magnificence of these Bhimbetka caves. And now we go back. So this was the end point of the different rock shelters. And now we are going back. So we'll be more or less taking the same route. My friend Anilji is saying that we'll come across 16, 17, 18 also. But more or less on the since it's a steep climb, it is advised that you move slowly. So, friends, More or less, this is what Bhimbetka is all about. We shall leave you at this point to keep wondering about the grandeur of this structure, the way they must have come into existence, and the way they have survived on this earth for so many centuries, for us to witness and to understand the beauty of the growth of civilization, the human civilization. Thank you.
ये देखिए